The best way to reach your health goals is to reduce the inflammation in your gut. And while it can be easier said than done for so many, there's also some great news and some amazing anti-inflammatory herbs to help you get there. Do you want to know who these herbal friends are? Well, be sure to stay tuned to this episode, and I'm going to share with you 3 of the best herbs to reduce inflammation in your gut, and a little bit as to why you would want to address that inflammation in the first place. Hello, I'm Mel. I'm a clinical herbalist, environmental educator. I'm the founder of an herbal products company called Mountain Mel's Essential Goods. And most importantly, I'm the mother of a beautiful daughter. And if you love learning about herbs and how you can use them to take better care of yourself, your family, and our precious planet, then hit the subscribe button below and the bell to be notified when I come out with a new episode for you. Because here on this herbalist path, I'm all about inspiring a movement where there's an herbalist in every home. Again, and that, my friend, starts with you. But if you want to just skip it all and know some herbs for gut health, I do have a free link to a guide down below all about 8 herbs for gut health. All you have to do is click the link at theherbalistpath.com/8, the number 8, herbs for gut health, and I'll send that right on over to you. But if you want to hear about these excellent anti-inflammatory herbs in this episode, I'll see you in a second. It's no secret that the key to your best health is all in your gut. Yet, the reality is that most of us are walking around with inflammation in our digestive systems, and sometimes we don't even know it. And not only does this inflammation in your gut affect your weight, it also affects your mood, energy levels, your memory and brain fog, and your immune system, your skin health, and so much more. And while truly healing your gut involves some deeper investigation and discovering what things are triggering inflammation in your body, it can be done. And there are several herbs that can help calm and ease and reduce the inflammation. So I figured that today I'd share with you 3 of my favorite herbs to reduce inflammation in your gut. But let's first get a basic understanding of why our gut health is so important to our overall health. So how does your gut health affect your mood? Sounds kind of funny, right? But scientists have discovered that you have a second brain in your gut, and it's known as the enteric nervous system, or the ENS, and it's made of over 100 million nerve cells that line your entire digestive tract from the esophagus to your rectum. You may have felt this gut-brain connection before if you've ever had butterflies in your stomach or you had that gut feeling. That's the second brain working its magic. And these researchers have discovered that the enteric nervous system can trigger some big emotional shifts, especially for people dealing with IBS and functional bowel problems like constipation, diarrhea, bloating, pain, and stomach upset. These are all signs and symptoms of inflammation in your gut, which leads to inflammation throughout your body. There's also this direct correlation between your gut health and your immune health. In fact, over 70% of your immune cells live within your gut. And they do this really important dance with your gut microbiota, which is the bacteria and fungi living inside of you, also known as the gut bugs. And the wider array of diversity you have of these good gut bugs, the better off your immune health and your overall health. The diversity and the health of these gut bugs that line your digestive tract are directly correlated to, you guessed it, dietary and lifestyle choices. So that means eating colorful, fiberful foods and avoiding all that highly processed food, sugar, and saturated fats. And of course, there's an array of herbs that can help you reduce that inflammation, improve overall digestion, as well as helping to heal and repair your damaged gut wall. And today, I'm sharing some of those favorite herbs to reduce inflammation in the gut with you. The first anti-inflammatory herb I want to talk about is chamomile. And I particularly love chamomile because of its ability to soothe the nerves, ease stress and anxiety and all that tension that also brings about digestive symptoms that can show up as pain and gas, colic, or even ulcers. And this sweet, gentle friend is specific for kids who suffer from anxiety, particularly when it's in the form of an immediate tummy ache during a panic attack. I see this often with my own daughter. She gets upset, she tells me her tummy hurts, and every single time I say, I'll make you some tea. And she's almost instantly soothed. Tummy nerves, all that. It's the whole gut-brain connection clearly at play here because I haven't even given her the tea yet and she's already soothed because she's developed this relationship with chamomile. She knows that when I say I'm making tea, it's coming with chamomile, which absolutely calms and soothes those precious nerves of hers and eases the tummy ache. It's amazing what can happen when you really develop a relationship with the plants. So I got really lucky that my daughter happens to love chamomile. And chamomile is also rich in volatile oils. So if you think back to that sweet scent of chamomile, those are its aromatics or volatile oils. And they promote this carminative effect, which means it's very helpful in easing gassiness, flatulence, and smooth muscle spasms in the digestive tract and general tummy upset. Chamomile also acts as an anti-inflammatory and a demulcent, meaning that it's cooling, coating, and soothing for the digestive tract. In fact, chamomile tea is fantastic for calming inflammation in cases of gastritis, colic, indigestion, heartburn, and ulcers. It's also rich in this stuff called sesquiterpene lactones that are a key part of bitters. Thus, they're fantastic at promoting the flow of bile and other digestive secretions as they simultaneously help your body to break down fats. I notice this bitter effect mostly when I'm making a tea preparation and I let my chamomile sit too long, so that delightful flavor all of a sudden has a much more bitter flavor. I've learned to appreciate this, but I knew that before I understood what bitters do for us, it was a bit more of an issue for me and my taste buds. So another herb I love to talk about when it comes to inflammation for the gut is marshmallow, or Althea officinalis. No, I'm not talking about the ooey gooey marshmallows piled on s'mores. I'm talking about a stunningly gorgeous plant that happens to be a great demulcent herb. It's rich in mucilage and a bunch of complex polysaccharides, which is this really cool slimy stuff that gets all ooey and gooey when it comes into contact with water. And that's where the good stuff really lies. The good stuff is in the slime. Trust me on this one and embrace the slime. The root is actually specific for inflammatory conditions of the gastrointestinal tract. It's been used to help treat inflammation for those dealing with intestinal ulcers, gastritis, indigestion, acid reflux, and so much more. It's also been quite helpful in reducing chronic inflammation for those suffering from Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, and diarrhea. It's best to drink this tea on an empty stomach for ideal results in those situations. And marshmallow is just an herb I commonly recommend to people dealing with all kinds of inflammatory conditions of the gut and other mucosal tissues as well. Plus, an extra benefit is that it's stunningly beautiful to grow in your garden and has a huge array of medicinal benefits. So start growing your marshmallow this coming spring. And the third herb I wanted to share with you is Meadowsweet, or Filipendula ulmaria. Meadowsweet is known as one of the absolute best digestive herbs available. It protects and soothes mucous membranes of the digestive tract, and it helps to ease nausea. It's super helpful when it comes to reducing and or balancing the acidity levels in the stomach, which means it can be really helpful in the treatment of heartburn, hyperacidity, gastritis, and peptic ulcers as well. And then Meadowsweet is rich in salicylic acid, which is what aspirin is derived from. And yes, Meadowsweet is used similarly to aspirin, only it soothes and cools the stomach and intestines, where aspirin will irritate the crap out of it and cause even more inflammation. It's also used like aspirin for its pain-relieving properties, which can be directly correlated to many kinds of stomach pains caused by various inflammatory conditions. And Meadowsweet's bitter properties means it helps to promote healthy digestion by releasing all of the necessary digestive secretions like bile and other enzymes that help your body to break down fats and improve the digestive process overall. And this lovely plant is also what's called an astringent, which means it can be very helpful in dealing with diarrhea, particularly when kids are suffering from diarrhea. And it's used to relieve excessive belching, heartburn, indigestion, nausea, vomiting, and excessive excretion of bile. So those are just a few of the herbs I am so grateful to have in my medicine cabinet at the ready as I need them. If you'd like access to them as well, you can find them at some of my favorite herb suppliers linked below. And you can find them in my brand new herbal tea from Mountain Mel's Essential Goods called Backwoods Belly. I'm gonna link below to this new blend that's not only good for your tummy, but it's super duper yummy. It's my daughter's favorite now. I love it. And if you love learning about herbs and how they can benefit your health, be sure to grab the download where I share 8 herbs for gut health at theherbalistpath.com/8 herbs for gut health. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And together, you and I will make herbalism #spread like wildflowers.